as you can see, this is a no fall zone, so to say. So glad to have dry routes today. Cool. And here's another exposed part to the left. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to Delsjön. It's also just outside of Gothenburg. I know that there's been a lot of Gothenburg videos, but there's so many places there and there's so many good places that I want to check out. That being said, I've been to Delsjön before, but last time I was there it was in the winter, and insert clip here somewhere of me riding the trails and literally riding down a river rather than a trail, it felt like most of the time. If I knew how wet it gets in the winter there, I probably would have saved it for another time. All the locals knew, but I didn't. So I went there, I got absolutely drenched. And now that it's summer, I do want to get there and experience trails there before we go back to it being like that again. Because basically after today, like during this night that's coming, the rain is gonna start to hit, and it's at least for the next week or so that it's gonna be very rainy. And we've had a really dry period, so now with this being the end of August and we're moving on to autumn, who knows how the weather's gonna be. Swedish weather is literally a lottery, even in the summer, but even more so in the autumn. It could stay dry for all the way up until like November like it did last year, or it could just rain throughout the entire autumn. You never know. So that's why I really want to take this opportunity before the rain hits to actually get to experience these trails in the dry, because I rode some of them last time and they're really good, like long rock faces, long rock slabs. It's a shame that they get so wet in the winter, because the rock slabs are actually rather grippy even in the rain and in the wet, so I can just expect them to be even more dry today. And today it's gonna be a mix of basically some trails, the ones that I liked that I did last time, and ones that I some trails that I've checked out on Trail Forks, or like videos on YouTube that I want to try out myself. So it's gonna be a mix of new trails for me and some old. Basically the best of the best, I think. And yeah, it's gonna make for a really fun ride, I hope. Yeah, basically I'll see you there. So I'm in Delsjön now, but something that I forgot to mention in the intro is that kind of a side point to making this video or going to Delsjön is that within Gothenburg, I think this is kind of known as the XC spot, so to say. And don't get me wrong, there are a lot of XC trails here, and if you do like XC, I would probably highly recommend going here if you are living close to Gothenburg or anything like that, because yeah, it is an amazing spot for that. So I'm not trying to dispute that in any way, shape or form, but what I basically want to prove as well is that if you are like me, you like gravity related trails like downhill and enduro, there are a bunch of amazing trails here for that as well, and that's basically what I'm gonna show and like pick out the best ones. And yeah, but I mentioned that because that was something that I was gonna say in the intro, but I completely forgot about that. But yeah, that's that. That being said, see you guys on top of the first trail. Okay, well, at the top, and man, it was so much more exhausting than I thought it would be. The earlier forecast was that it was gonna be like 18 degrees and cloudy, and it's about 21 degrees and sunny instead, so took more of a toll than I thought it would to just get to the top of the first one. I'm gonna hit up and do something that I don't normally do, and that is to start with a black trail. I'm gonna start with Easy Hybrid DH. It is black rated, and for the first minute or so 100% lives up to that black rating, but at the end it just flattens out and gets really flat and pedally, so I'm only gonna do the upper part that's steep and technical and gnarly, and then move on, because if you don't trust me, you can just go and watch the other video that I did from here when I actually did the entire thing, and I do not recommend it if you're like me and you want downhill laps, like I said. Yeah, this is steep still. Difference is that you actually get oh man, that's the most embarrassing crash ever. Oh my god. What a good start. Yeah, just casually trying to turn and the wheel just disappears underneath you. I don't know, I just felt like I had full control and all of a sudden I didn't. Well, guess I got my crash out of the way. Oh man, that's yeah, like I said, that's one of the most embarrassing crashes I think I've ever had. You know, like I'm in full control of everything and it just goes away. Try to make it up with this last part here. Okay, well, like I said, the boring part kind of starts now. You can see it just goes up here and then there's not much downhill from there. Oh, what a start to the day in the first ride. Well, it's part of the game. Sometimes you fall and sometimes you do it in fashion that you thought you wouldn't be able to. But I mean, I'd rather have a crash like that and be 100% fine. I mean, nothing happened, so it was, since it was so low speed and everything, than having a high speed one, so guess I'll take that. And it was a long time since I crashed, so why not, I guess. But yeah, let's move on to the next one instead. Okay, next trail. If I remember correctly, this is called like Kallhygget to västra långvattnet or something super long like that. And I guess it can only go up from here, right, after the first trail. This one is a little bit pedally, so I would say it's kind of like Elias Enduro in Kallhygget, that it does have some pedally parts, but you kind of get rewarded with some nice downhill towards, especially the end where it steepens up a lot. Here there's a high line and it is a little bit of a climb, but you will get into a nice rock roll when you do it. Now we're nearing that steep section. Yeah, that's it. I don't know how it looks on camera, but that ending is pretty steep and technical, and you're kind of going into it from the side of the rock slab, so yeah, gotta be ready for everything to happen. Definitely feels better this time though, with it being dry and having some good grip, but yeah, it does pose a challenge at least. So the trail I just did has a side hit slash other ending. I basically went down here to the right and did the main ending, but there's one here to the left as well, called something like Kallhygget happy ending or something like that. So it's also red, so it's not like it's, I wouldn't consider it a beeline, so to say, but this one also has some steeps. Yeah, that's the alternate ending to that trail. Okay, gonna hit up another black. This one is called Getryggen Mini Rampage, and it's very spicy towards the end, so should be fun to show it to you guys. Starts a little bit more flowy here, so you can get a nice little feel for it. And I'm not gonna look right here because I need to focus on the trail, but as you can see, this is a no fall zone, so to say. And a little bit of a drop there. Have to squeeze in between the rocks there. It's a cool way to do it. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, very short one, but pretty spicy all in all. Like that little drop squeeze is pretty cool, and like I said, high exposure if you fall off there. So yeah, nice little some black one. Just to give a little bit of an idea, up there is where I was with the bike. That's basically where I said that I don't want to look right, and yeah, basically if you fall here, it's gonna hurt. But yeah, I thought I'd show it from the bottom as well to really show how much exposure it actually is if you do mess up there. Okay, heading up the blue one, skrå DeHå. Never done this, never walked it, so this one is 100% blind. We'll take it a little bit easy because, like I said, no idea what's coming up, so I want to make sure I can stop if I need to. Okay, yeah, that was actually a lot of fun. Really enjoyed that one. We'll see if I have time to do it more times today, but if I do, I might, because then I could push out a little bit more since I know what's coming up. But for now, I'm gonna move on and we'll see if I get back to it or not. Okay, this one is also blue, but this one I did do last winter. It's actually a lot of fun. Just gotta get through the start here where it is a little bit pedally, but after that we get into the good stuff. So glad to have dry routes today. That's quite a lot to the good old confidence. And it's pretty crazy because although it hasn't been raining in weeks, there's a little bit of mud there. Says a lot about how wet it gets here. Yeah, that's a really nice one. Can get some good pace on that one, so yeah, really enjoyable. Hey, this is Getryggen Norra, probably my favorite of the ones that I did last time I was here, so it's gonna be fun to enjoy it in dry weather. A little bit hard to see here with the long grass. I was just about to got up that one. Well, it is still a lot of fun, that one, but I would argue that, I don't know, it was fun in the winter because you could see more. As you can see, it was really overgrown and yeah, hard to see in some areas, and when you don't know the trail well enough, at least for me, it's just the second time I ever do it, you get scared because I couldn't see if there are rocks or if there's roots or if there's anything else in that grass, so I had to, yeah, I couldn't let off basically until the second part where yeah, where there weren't grass, and then I could find some good pace on it. But saying that I'm disappointed is a little bit of a stretch, but the grass definitely put it down a few ticks on how much fun it was in the summer. Okay, I have my water bottle at the bottom on this one, so I've decided that I definitely need more water. Then I might climb up and do before broken bones again. We'll see, but maybe I will. Nice and grippy at least, which is nice. But yeah, I need water. Well, I'm back. Oh well, for you guys it's gonna be like with the snap of a finger, but for me it's been almost 1.5 hours since the last clip and now. And basically the reason is that I ran out of water, I was starting to feel dizzy, and I underestimated how far it actually is to get to the trails that I was at, so had to go back to the car where I had more water, drink up and go here again. I'm at a new peak, but it's pretty close to where I was, so it's been taking super long to get back to the car and get back here again. But yeah, this is another peak, one with trails that I haven't done any of them, so it's gonna be fun to check them out. I'm feeling like if I basically get some good flow on these trails and yeah, start to feel a bit flowy and like I'm into the groove, I might try before Broken Bones one more time. It's not too far away from these trails, so we'll see. But I do want to get my flow back first for my, because yeah, you kind of lose the flow quite fast when you're doing a trail like before Broken Bones. Oh, okay. So I haven't climbed up this once, or I haven't climbed up any of these ones, so as you can see, blind and not ready for that compression down at the bottom there. This is really nice so far. It does have some climbs, as you can see, but yeah, it has that really open, fast sections where you can get some really nice speed. I think they're all gonna share that style, the trails that I'm up at now, basically. Okay, guess I'm going down here. I have no idea, to be honest. Rock slab galore. Ooh. Okay, I don't know if this might be the end of it. We're gonna have a stop and take a look anyways. Okay, next trail. I said I was unsure where we continued, but basically this trail that I'm doing now will join together with the one that I just did, so I will basically just yeah, I will go all the way basically this time. I think we're even already on the same trail. Okay, here's where there's a little bit of a impression there. Let's see what's down here then. Okay, here it seems to be going down a little bit more. Okay, rock garden. Oh. Yeah, the ending was quite okay, but it was very flat there for a while. Wasn't a super big fan of that, but yeah. No, I know at least that it's not that interesting at the bottom. Okay, next blue incoming. This one does have a red alternate exit though that I wanna try out, so yeah. Let's see here. This one kinda shares the same theme, as you can see. Nice bluey section some spots and some climbs somewhere else, so if I do any cuts, it's to climb to cut out the climbs basically, to make it more exciting. Oh yeah, here's Svartsmurf stuff. If you want to do the red, you go left. If you want to do the blue, you go right. It's pretty okay, that one. Okay, so now I'm at kind of a third peak, but well, peak, this is not high up at all. But there are a few trails here, just very near the parking lot where I parked, that I wanna do that I enjoyed last time, so these ones are a little bit built, so this is like for more enduro purposes, I think. As you can see, it's getting a bit dark, so I'm sorry if the lighting is not ideal. Here's some kind of drop, if I remember correctly. It is a bit sketchy because there is a big rot there. Luckily I remember that from the winter. Ooh. And this is kind of like a drop. Oh, nice. All in all, I'm happy with that one. It was a little bit squirrely in places, but overall that was a good one. Okay, I'm gonna do Scary Mary now. Kind of similar in a way to Mini Rampage, just because it also shares the fact that it has one area that is super exposed and technical and gnarly. But other than that, it's
pretty okay. I can say that it does have a climb here, so may very well cut it out, to be honest. Okay, here's pretty much where it starts. Once again, I'm not gonna look to the left here, but I can look back on the video and you can look in the video. And here's the chute. And here's another exposed part to the left. Okay, this might be a little bit weird, but you're not supposed to go straight here. You're supposed to take this really awkward left turn. There's basically a blue ending if you go straight ahead, but the main ending, so to say, the black one, keeps on going down here. Another awkward turn. Okay, I can barely see anything here, so kind of doubt you guys can see anything either, to be honest. Okay, let's scary Mary. Okay, I'm pretty cooked, so that's definitely gonna be it for me. Plus it was getting dark anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna head back to the car, get some more water and eat the lunch, or well, lunch, it's the dinner that I had brought with me. And yeah, a bit of a mixed bag today. There is gonna be a bonus video from this because I feel like it's gonna be way too long otherwise. Maybe not gonna be my proudest video, that bonus video, but I think it's very important to make that video. There was no, I can spoil that at least, there was no crash or anything, so I'm completely fine. But yeah, like I said, I think the video that I'm gonna make as a bonus video is a very important one. Important stuff. So yeah, there is gonna be another video from Delsjön soon after this one. But yeah, I hope you still enjoyed. Found some really nice trails, plus some ones that I have already done. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys on the next one, and I'll see you there.